Welcome back to Three Bitches Reviewing. I'm Kelcie, and I've seen Doctor Who a million bajillion times.
I'm Bree. I've never seen it.
I'm Brady. I've seen it twice-ish.
I love that I was like,
I know.
I'm still looking at you guys, like, know
sure
your
you see
cues.
No. It was like a cheesy Walmart version of Moriarty.
No.
I
I'm just so silly.
You're a silly gal.
I really am. I also am a sicky gal.
Yeah.
So if I sound weird, blame Brady.
Yeah.
He got me sick.
Yeah. What can you say?
So
you gotta do what you gotta do.
you gotta keep me under his thumb somehow.
That's it, yeah.
People are docile.
So today we watched the season finale, parts 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Or I guess you could say parts 2 and 3.
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Of season 3.
Mm-hmm.
And Bree's disappointed.
I was promised a death, and I haven't had a death.
And I said, eventually.
In 9 seasons.
It's gonna be a while. It's gonna be a while. And even then, it's like, is it really death?
Oh my god.
But then one of them, like, again, is it though? But like, it is, but it isn't. It's a whole thing. Oh, but then that one is. And that one kills me every fucking time.
Next season?
I won't tell you. No, like death.
Like, you know?
It's, to me, okay. If y'all know who I'm talking about, it's gonna be what, season 11? Season 12?
Okay.
Yeah, you know, you guys know. My girl, that was the worst thing that you could have done. Turned her into, no. You know who I'm talking about? No.
No? No, you don't.
I guess I don't.
No, do you? You know?
No.
Every time I like expect Brady to know because at least he's seen it.
Yeah.
And then he just disappoints me every time.
It's like he's seen it twice-ish, you know?
Yeah. And I remember shows I've seen once-ish.
It's been a long time.
The beginnings of the end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now comes the scripted podcast breakup.
Hey guys.
Hey,
So
it's a different type of video today.
we've loved your support all these months.
All right.
Okay. So we'll get into episode 12, The Sound of Drums. It was directed by Colin Teague, written by Russell T. Davies, premiered June 23rd, 2007. Using Jack's repaired vortex manipulator, the Doctor, Martha, and Jack land in present-day London the day after a general election. The Master has hypnotized the world with a network of mobile phone satellites called Archangel, allowing him to be elected Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. He imprisons Martha's family on board the flying aircraft carrier the Valiant, on which he intends to televise first contact with a race he calls the Toclafane the following morning. The Doctor, Martha, and Jack fail to unmask the Master, and the Master takes the Doctor and Jack as prisoners. An invasion force of billions of Toclafane come to Earth. The Master orders them to wipe out a tenth of Earth's population. Martha escapes to the surface using Jack's vortex manipulator. I'm gonna give a hot take real fast.
Uh-oh.
I think the first part, I'm gonna say it's 2-part, okay? Like, so take that as you will. But like,
Okay.
part 1 of the season finale,
Okay.
I think was better than the episode 2.
Really?
I agree.
Maybe not so hot take after all. For Bree, it is.
Yeah.
You like part 2? Or episode 2?
Oh, little. I wasn't a fan of this.
No, I mean,
But
you
if I'm
guys know.
comparing, I think at the time when I was watching, I was like, I like part 2 better-ish. Yeah, but it was pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, which kind of sucks because like usually with the the 2-parters always first one kind of lays foundation, so it's fine. The second one's like, all right, it's good.
Yeah.
But here, yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of really cool stuff in episode 2
Yeah.
that I think if maybe there was like a part in between these two, then episode 2 the last one would be so much stronger.
Yeah.
But it just kind of felt rushed.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. I will say, I don't know, it was just me, but I didn't like the actual directing, like the cinematography. I don't know, I feel like it was weird. I don't know, to me it felt off. As I was watching, I was like, the shots we're getting, I don't know, POV, I don't know, for some reason it felt weird, it felt off. Yeah.
Brady, our resident cinematographer, how do you feel about the cinematography?
It didn't stand out too much to me. It kind of felt like a regular episode of Doctor Who. But I do agree that a lot of it kind of felt kind of not interesting. Because like a lot of it was just like daytime shots. Like there was not a lot of prettiness or anything. Or like things that could stand out in cinematography. At least for me. But it seems like a lot of the stuff was kind of not great. Like for me, the cartoon bomb on the back of Martha's TV was so cheesy to me.
Yeah.
You know? And I felt like that kind of like thing is all over the episodes.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind a bit of cheesiness.
Me either. But
that didn't really bug me.
I thought it was a little silly.
But I see what you're like where you're coming from.
No, it just felt weird. I was just like, I don't like the quality of these episodes. I'm like, I know there's like some cheesy, it's like back in the day, but like, I don't know, for some reason these are like, this was off. You know?
I feel like for such a momentous moment of having the Master back, especially like from Classic Who, but for, you know, newcomers, this first time seeing him, but like right away you get the idea of him.
Yeah.
And I do think that the actor who played him, I really like the Master. What did you think of the Master?
Didn't like him.
You didn't like him at all?
At all. I felt like he was just like, have you seen Sherlock?
Yeah.
Seen Sherlock?
yes.
Like he was wanting to be Moriarty. Like I feel like Moriarty, which was our boy, what's his name?
Didn't he play the Professor Lazarus?
No, that's
Mycroft.
Mycroft, that's a brother.
Oh.
This is like our boy.
Our guy from
yes.
Historic Materials.
Yes.
Yeah, the priest.
Yes,
Andrew
exactly.
Scott?
Andrew
Is that
Scott.
him?
Yes.
Oh my
Okay.
God, I love him.
So Andrew Scott, like,
Yes.
amazing actor. Like he embodied Moriarty.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's what the Master was trying to do, but like the actor himself was trying to be like Moriarty. To me, I did not like it at all. Like, it was just all too, I'm trying to like no. It was like a cheesy Walmart version of Moriarty.
No.
I think he acted it to the best of his ability.
Not great.
I think he was written poorly.
Really?
Well, like, he was written well, like, for the vibe of the character and things. But, like, I wish they put him in situations that, like, weren't in conference rooms. Or, like, in this, like, you know, the room where they were supposed to talk to the Toclafane with, like, the staircase and stuff. Yeah. Kind of a boring room. It's like, I wish we had more of him out and about and stuff. Season 2, we see a little bit of him, like, on Earth.
Yeah.
And, like, walking around. And, like, that was a cool scene for me. I love the Master in that. But, I don't know. I wish we had him in more situations so that we could see more of his personality. Like, again, it just feels rushed.
See, I liked the Master.
I know, and like I was going in, I was like, okay, but it was just all I could see was, okay, let me try to be like more Moriarty, and it just like didn't like.
See, I wasn't getting that vibe. For me, I think that he's so individual. I don't know. I can't think of any villain that's like the Master because
Moriarty.
Well, yes, but the Master himself, his mind is cracked. The Master is insane. And, like, I don't want to, like...
Do you think that you appreciate his performance more knowing more about the Master because you've seen the entire show?
Maybe. But I remember watching it the first time and, like, I thought it was really interesting. Because the Master's not your typical villain.
Mm-hmm.
And even the way that the Doctor and him... Like, the Doctor, how he reacts to the Master.
Yeah.
is so unique to me because, like,
very romance.
yes,
like it was like
kiss.
interesting. Yeah.
But it's just like, oh my God, like this guy like is crazy, but also I see what he's doing and why he's doing it. And like, he's so funny.
Like,
he's so funny.
On paper, I appreciate it. But just the execution, didn't like the writing of him, didn't like the acting. It was just so...
I love the acting.
I love the acting.
I love the acting.
That hurts. That hurts
like,
me.
I think the acting was the best part of the Master for me.
Me too.
I didn't like none of it. Like, it wasn't too much of a, I hate you.
Yeah.
It's just like, I'm not buying it.
Oh, that hurts me.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Hot take.
Yeah.
Did not care for him.
But the Master is not my favorite.
Mm.
There's someone else who's better.
Oh.
And y'all know who I'm talking about. But,
okay.
So, right away, like, we're getting now, like, the whole season's kind of coming to fruition here.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's Mr. Saxon.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've been hearing little things about him throughout the season.
Right.
And then the idea of, like, the fob watch, of course, which was last episode.
Mm-hmm.
And you get the Lazarus technology being used again as well.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about, like, all of that kind of coming
I thought
to
it was
itself?
cool. I thought we were going to use a Lazarus when, I know we're kind of going ahead, but like when the Doctor becomes old or whatever. I thought for some reason, because like the Lazarus effect didn't work, you know? Like there's
Right.
whatever with it. So I thought that was going to like, it's the Lazarus technology. And like, oh, well, it didn't work before. So is it going to fuck up here and like do something again? But it was cool. I was like, oh, okay, you know?
No.
It wasn't like a, oh shit, because I feel like maybe the drops that we were getting throughout the season was like too little.
Yes.
So I'm like, oh, okay.
Like, if they put more in the Lazarus episode of, like, hinting at this being put in a handheld screwdriver device or something, it would feel less like a, oh, you know, it would be cool if we referenced that last episode, or, you know, I wish it felt more intentional rather than like a, I'm going to pick up this thing from this episode and this thing from that.
Yeah. I think, it could have been intertwined a little bit better. But I do like that they did utilize.
Yeah, no, I thought that was cool. So I was like, oh, okay, that wasn't just like a one-off type episode or whatever. It was like, trying to bring that in there. It just didn't feel like, oh shit, this is Mr. Saxon and like Uncle Lazarus. It's just like, okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And then you have the time vortex manipulator that Jack had. And that's how they used to get back to Earth.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
No, I love that.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Jack.
I also thought it was cool how the Doctor locked the TARDIS
Yes.
to the last place that it went, and then at the end of the universe there. And I found it so cool how the Doctor was able to make all this happen just by being able to go between these 2 points. Yeah, the Master,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the Master is also a fucking genius.
Yeah.
And that's, to me, what makes him so interesting is that he's, like, psychotic and actually clinically insane.
Yeah.
But he's a genius.
Yeah.
On the same level as a doctor.
The parallels between Sherlock and Moriarty.
Oh my god.
Here. I'm just like,
I mean, it's been a minute since I've watched that.
But like, once you watch it, like, oh. Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's bad Sherlock.
Literally.
That hurts.
Not the show, but like Moriarty is like the bad version of Sherlock, you know?
Yeah.
Whereas Master, bad version of the Doctor.
Yeah.
They're the only two Time Lords, you know?
Both, you know, geniuses. They're both not, you know, complete. I mean, I wouldn't say, you know, the Doctor is like insane.
Yeah.
But like they're both a little off and one's a genius but psychotic. Like
they both can't relate to normal people.
Right.
Okay, whatever. But to me, I just couldn't help but make some connections between our current presidential cabinet and him. And I just, you know, I had to laugh.
Yeah.
Because we laugh in the face of devastation.
Yeah.
But I was like, wow, this is probably how Trump acts in the office.
No, literally.
Hey, guys.
Hey.
Actually, it does play out.
Yeah.
But like the whole scene of him in the cabinet with all the people, and he's like, "You guys are so stupid. You voted for me. You guys must hate your country." Like, I was like, yeah.
You guys just jump ship just to come to me because you know I'm about to win.
Yeah.
Well.
But then he pulls out his like gas mask and like starts talking, and they're like, "What? Oh, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I did like that.
That was funny.
That was my favorite part.
that. Yeah.
Like, so annoyed that they keep asking him questions.
Yeah.
Yes. And then, okay, so Dr. Martha and Jack, how did you feel about the use of the TARDIS keys as, what they call it?
Like, we're not invisible.
Perception filter?
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
Because he, like, made it that way, right? It wasn't just like, oh, here's a key, put it
No,
on.
he
He
did
made it that way.
Yeah.
I think that was cool. A little crafty, you know?
Okay, did you feel like it was, like, too easy? Did you, like, were you just like, okay, yeah.
I mean, I don't know that the TARDIS enough, you know? So it's like, okay, I can see that being a piece. It's a piece of TARDIS and whatever kind of magical, sciencey stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense. Because at least it wasn't, like, completely invisible or, like, you'll forget me the minute I put this on. It's more like a, I don't know, like, you know?
Yeah.
I think I liked it.
Mhm.
What'd you think, Brady?
I liked it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's just, of course, it's a little thing that the Doctor can do. You know, I thought it was cool
Yeah.
because the TARDIS has a perception filter over it,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and so I imagine this key is maybe also changes if the TARDIS were to change
Yeah.
form into like another sort of key.
Mhm.
So it makes sense that that would have a perception filter on it
Yeah.
too.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't feel like too much of a reach.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I agree. I just, you know.
Yeah. No, you know me. I'm like,
Sometimes,
You're like, yeah, I need
Science,
it to make sense.
science,
Like,
yep.
I didn't think it was too much of a reach. I was like, all right, that makes sense.
Okay. And then we get a little bit of the lore of the Master.
Right.
Because when he was a child on Gallifrey.
Cool seeing Gallifrey.
Yes. What did you think of the like costumes and
That was
stuff?
fun. It just gave me Star Wars a little bit, a little Star Trek. I thought it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah. So they were classic costumes from Classic Who.
Cool.
So like
That's
that's like
cool.
what they wore and stuff.
I was wondering. I thought that too. I was like, the way they're showing us now, like, is that really how it's supposed to look, or is it just like we took some liberties? So
Yeah, I think the
cool.
costuming was the same. Yeah. But yeah, so he looked into the time vortex,
okay,
which drove him mad and crazy.
right. Were they saying like every kid who turns 8 has to come look, or like they get taken to a school?
Yeah,
you know,
the
and then,
academy.
yeah, and then all of them have to look, so everyone has looked.
I think so.
Yeah. From my understanding, yes.
Like the way it was sounding, I was like, oh, so you turn 8, you go to this academy.
Or it could just be in the capital. It's like everybody in the capital, the Time Lord, like Citadel or whatever,
Yeah.
has to when they turn 8. Maybe it's not like a worldwide thing, but
Yeah. Okay.
it made it seem like everybody when they turn 8 has to go look in. And he was
Yeah.
saying like some people go mad, some people are inspired.
Right.
Mhm.
Because then they said, Master went mad.
Yeah.
And the doctor, what did he say about the doctor? He's like, when I looked into it, you know?
Did they say?
I don't know.
We watched
Yeah.
it last week.
He said a little comment, I watched it like the day ago, so. It was like, you know, you need to go mad, inspired, or something else. And he's like, you know, he went mad, and, you know, I was like, I'm inspired. Or he said he was he got like one of, like, it was like an off comment, but.
I don't remember. Brady's going to look it up.
The doctor said, oh, the ones that ran away. I never stopped.
That's it.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. I love getting like pieces of information about the doctor and like when he was
always
a kid.
such a like off comment type thing. You're like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it just, when they get to Jodie's season, it just goes crazy and confusing.
Because she's a woman?
No, because of what they did to the doctor and who the doctor is.
We'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there, and I mean, maybe third time's a charm, because I've only seen it like 2-ish times that season.
It's my line.
I know. I don't even think you watched that one.
No, I haven't.
So it was rough. for me to get through. But maybe third time's a charm. Who knows? We'll see.
Ooh.
We'll see.
Okay.
And it's not because of Jodie. I liked Jodie. It's the writing, which I think is also the problem with Ncuti.
Is it the plot that you don't like, but like the character, the actor, like how they're fine? It's just like
it's the plot of
like,
what's going
on.
on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll get there when we get there. Now, I do want to touch on the master's wife.
Yeah.
Lucy.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me why she went from like, no, it's fine, and like, like regular-ish.
Yeah.
You can tell, like, I don't know if you're like hypnotized, like something weird, but then the next episode she's like just weird.
Yeah.
I'm like,
what do you think?
I was like, what? I don't know. She went from like regular to like increasingly
weird.
Just out of touch and odd.
Yeah, like almost like she was on drugs.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think, Brady?
I think she was just kind of losing her mind. Because I imagine the master showed her the end of the universe.
Right. We find out in the finale. Yep.
And, when somebody does that and they like want to destroy the world, that's kind of scary as hell.
Yeah.
And you probably think that there's nothing that you can do. And then when the reporter came in, who was talking with her, she kind of had a moment where she was like, maybe I can get out of this.
Yeah.
Do you think that was genuine? Or do you think that she was putting on the act because she knew the master was...
I think part of it was genuine.
I think it was genuine.
Yeah. But then it was like no, I made my decision. Because she knows she thinks she's in it too deep.
Yeah.
And so she just has to keep going along with it.
Now, why do you think that the master even like really took a human wife, Lucy?
I mean, it felt like he was trying to keep up his create a little persona.
You think it was just like for the look?
I mean, there's probably more to it, which looks like maybe you're implying.
I mean, not necessarily. I'm just curious.
No, but I was just like, it's weird that he would take a wife. Just like, I don't know, unless it's like a, trying to get that all-American family wife and president.
Not American.
All
UK.
British. But just trying to like keep up that persona, and craft it. But yeah, there's definitely something there. I don't know what he did to her, broke her mind a little bit. Also feels like is it battered wife syndrome? Is that the right?
I'm not sure, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Maybe, let me know. But I think it's like battered wife syndrome. That's like what I was getting from her a little bit.
Yeah.
Because like, someone, a wife's being abused, someone talks to him, it's like, yeah, okay, I can get out. But then they like are reminded by him, it's like, but no, I love him, I can't leave. It's like, it felt like that. But also it felt like another thing, like something was blocking her memory or like, I don't know, it was like a weird thing. So I don't know. It felt weird.
I wonder how much the Archangel Network impacted her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Given that she was so close to him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I can't think of a reason for him to like want a wife other than to copy the doctor, to have a companion, and say, I'm so much better than you.
Yeah.
That's what I think it was.
Yes, I agree. But I think, yes, copying the doctor, but not in the way of like, I want to be like you or prove that I'm better than you. I think it's to mock him. I think it's to be like, oh, look, like, I can be like you, but like...
Here's my human companion.
Here's my, like...
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like, see, like, I don't give a shit, like, it's just a plaything for me. Like, you know, I don't have the emotion that, like, makes me... In the master's mind, the emotion makes the doctor worse, right? Like, oh, you love them so much.
Yeah.
Like, well, the master, like, couldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And so I think it was to mock him. I also think that Lucy, and maybe I'm just reaching here.
Lucy, his wife?
Yeah, his wife. The way that she looks, I think was also very purposeful.
To
a blonde girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
yeah.
Like Rose?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was his Rose.
That was his Rose.
But did he know he had a Rose? Because he's been there 18 months.
He could have looked up the doctor. I don't know.
Or, like, it could have been, like, during Rose's season. I don't know if we ever got any Saxon, but, like...
When was Canary Wharf?
Yeah, I don't know.
How many years ago was that?
Wasn't that because it was recent?
Yeah, because Martha commented on it.
Yeah.
So he could have
So
been
if it was within 18 months,
right? That's what I'm thinking.
He could have been watching the doctor.
Yeah.
Which he definitely was.
Yeah.
Aww. Here's my Rose. Here's my wife.
Yeah. Like, I got,
Mm-hmm.
I got to marry her.
Yeah.
Too.
Ha!
Ha!
Dang, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But she was weird, too, because then, when they're like... I know this is, like, second episode, but they're like, say doctor, da, da, da. And she was like, doctor!
I know, she joined in.
Yeah, she, like, joined in. And so I'm like...
Yeah. Which is why I think, like, the Archangel Network was, I think, an aspect of her, like, being so not obsessed, but, like, in love with the Master, like, letting him kind of be her master.
So, like, broke...
I think a little bit.
So she was like, oh, wait, this is actually crazy.
Yeah. I think maybe.
Okay.
And then, sadly, we see what the Master's done to the TARDIS. Turned her into a paradox machine.
Yeah. Yeah, that hurt.
My poor girl.
Yeah. He's cannibalized her.
Ah!
Mm-hmm.
That's so sad.
Yeah. How powerful is the TARDIS to be able to hold a paradox?
The TARDIS is extremely powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm so excited for you to, like, learn more about the TARDIS.
Yeah, me too. I'm like, bro, where are your limits? Well, you can literally do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we get to 11, I feel like that's when they really utilize the TARDIS and, like, seeing more of the inside of it and how it works and, like, what it can do and stuff. So I'm super excited. Yeah. I think you'll love that.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you first saw the Toclophane, those little spheres talking, did you have any idea what they were?
No. But I was like, very reminiscent of the...
Daleks?
Daleks. It was just giving that vibe. Especially, like, with the last season finale when they all, like, came through that little rip and they're all flowing through. I was like, oh, he does, like, his own little... These are my little baby Daleks. Like, my little ones.
Yeah.
More flying robots.
Yep.
Do you think the Master hates the Daleks, though? Because the Daleks killed the Time Lords?
I mean, he does say, like, 2 formidable species all dying. Like, I don't know.
I don't think he was afraid.
Right.
Well, I think he was afraid of the Daleks at their most powerful.
Yeah. He ran away.
Yeah. But I don't know.
He still, like, respected them, as a species. Like, y'all were with us,
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. Later down the road. No, I'm kidding. Or am I? So they're on the Valiant, the space, or not space, but, like, it's like a aircraft.
Yeah. There you go. That's the word.
In the air.
In the air. Crafting.
And then the president wants to be the... that whole thing was, like, a little, like, weird to me.
A little silly, yeah.
Like, okay, the president's going to be the one to introduce, okay, whatever.
I don't know why they even brought that in, but yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and then when they showed, like... showing, like, everyone around the world is, like, watching this, like, First Contact, and then they show, like, the Americans, and it's, like, the American flag cup, and, like, trying to, like, this one's America.
Yeah. Different places.
That was hilarious. But yeah, I feel like that was a weird...
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, like, they're like, oh, we want our master. Where's the master? And he's like, I'll be your master.
Oh!
And then the master's like, okay. I got y'all.
Yeah.
It's me.
Yeah.
No, that I'm the master. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then the president is killed. Wow.
Yeah.
Oopsie. I'm not gonna say anything.
You're trying to get me. Thank you.
No, I love when the president died. In Doctor Who. Anyway, so this, like, to me is where shit goes down.
Yeah.
Okay. We've got all the tocopane coming.
Right.
They're all pouring in.
Right.
Master. He's like, I can actually see you guys. Dr. Jack, Martha.
Could he always see them?
He said that he can see through. So I would assume yes.
So even when they first were trying it out,
yeah, right. At like the airfield.
Yeah, he's like,
because he did look over there.
And they just kept walking. Was they trying to be like,
yeah,
I see him.
Yeah. Yeah, which
so
is like why I know. And like the master in his head, he's like,
they're so stupid.
Just standing there like a weirdos. Like watching me.
Doctor watching me?
No, the master is obsessed with the doctor.
Yeah, but the way they're talking, like, I need to know this backstory. Because, like, were y'all lovers? But, like, no. But, like, could y'all love him?
I kind of ship it.
I got you looking.
Do you ship it?
I could.
No, he needs a backstory. He needs to see it happen.
I gotta fall in love with him, too.
I think the backstory would make me not ship it.
No.
Like, if I watch Classic Who, I feel like I wouldn't ship it. Because I think in Classic Who, they're, like, more like, okay, this is just, like, we're enemies. But you guys let me know.
So, like, I mean, I don't know them, obviously, Classic Who, but, like, was it we were on opposite side or just, like everything we've been through? Was it, like, we worked together to, like...
I don't know,
like,
but I do know that they
coworkers?
were enemies.
Always.
I don't know if it was always.
Okay.
But I know that they weren't on the same side all the time.
Okay.
And the master was always trying to fuck shit up.
Because is it like a Draco and Harry? Like just a school kind of? But it's like at the end of the day, they kind of work together, but like, you know?
I don't know. I don't know if they ever worked together.
Or was it more like a Harry and Voldemort?
I don't know.
You tell me, hurry. What
I
do you think?
don't know.
What do you think?
I think it was more along the lines of like Harry Voldemort, but like it's different. Like, I mean, you know, it can't be the same. But I think that because like they're the last two Time Lords in the
he's
universe.
like, everything we've been through as Time Lords.
Yeah.
We need to stick together.
Yeah. Like what? Like, because the doctor thought he's been alone for so long.
Yeah.
And then
he's like, anything I can get of the Time Lords and like an actual time. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, the doctor who fought in the war and committed genocide.
Yeah.
Like,
that's great.
To be like, oh, my people didn't all die. Yeah. There is one. It's like, it's my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the other ones died. Yeah. So
when are we going to find out there's other ones with that little watchy thingy or whatever? What do you mean?
No. There were only the 2 fob watches in existence.
I don't believe that.
I actually, no. So.
Okay.
The doctor.
Yeah.
Versus the master.
Yeah.
And the master says, let me use the Lazarus. Say you can turn young, have a wee switcheroo. Turn you old.
Was that just to make him old? Like, why did he even have that? I kind of forgot.
I think they were just trying to make him weak and powerless, you know?
So he's like, let me just make you, I'll use that, just make you old.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Okay.
And I think also to humiliate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah, beef with him.
Yeah.
And a good excuse for the doctor to be, like, not be able to do anything.
Incapacitated a little, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, bound to a wheelchair.
Yeah. So a little interesting tidbit is the makeup, the old age makeup they did on David Tennant was inspired by the look of the first Doctor.
Oh, I was dude. When I saw it, I was like, I wonder if like that's what, I mean, it might be too old, but like, is that like
it was too old? But like, I think they like took the face shape maybe of the first Doctor.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if that's like he used to look like.
Yeah.
Cute.
I mean, he was old.
He was old. But I think the makeup looks really good.
The makeup did look good.
Like I was really like, okay, I know it's Tennant, but like, could it be a different actor? Like, it looks really good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
And I think David Tennant did a good job of like acting old and like sounding old and stuff too.
Yeah, no, he was good. I loved it.
So, Martha.
Miss Martha.
Her family. Which also, you know what? Good for them.
Right.
For like mourning her and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, go Martha. Mom took a minute, but
dad.
like, we get it. Look, Martha's mom, in the end of the day.
Came around.
She came around. And she was just trying to do what she thought was best.
Like, what would keep them alive for real.
Yeah. So,
Because she thought the doctor was evil.
She'd been a little brainwashed.
Yeah. By Saxon.
Yeah.
So.
And, like, she was told that Martha would be safe. And when she saw that Martha wasn't safe, that's when she was like, okay, no, bye. Run away, Martha, run.
Right.
So, and then they're all brought there. But Leo got away, her brother. Go Leo.
Go Leo.
And, you know, Martha sees him, whatever. Thank God. They're all alive. But then, doctor turns old. Martha goes up to him, makes sure he's okay. And he whispers something. What'd you think? She's got a little tear going.
I know. I was wondering if it was like, you need, like, to tell her how to kill him. Because, like, it's the same way to kill him. Like, you're going to have to, like, let me die or, like, kill me. I don't know. I thought it was something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I was like, why are you crying, bitch?
Oh. Not that, like, you know, her family's kidnapped and
she's going to have to abandon them and leave them to be in slave labor for a while.
Right.
Yeah, Jack was killed and then brought back again, gave her the vortex manipulator.
Yeah.
Brady, did you have any thoughts? I don't know, like, how well you remembered the finale, if, like, you remembered what was going to happen when he, like, what he kind of whispered.
I mean, I knew where it was going to end.
Okay.
I kind of remembered where it was going to go. But I couldn't remember what the doctor whispered to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, basically, you need to go and find a way to kill me. Or, like, get something that's going to end up killing me or something like that. But that's why she's crying. She was like, damn, kill you? Like, I have to because, like, that. Or, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I'll be back.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah.
And then, boy, she out of there.
Bullshit. Yeah.
So that was that episode.
That's what I did? Oh, yeah.
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 Which I still think that this one was better than the...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Was it the whole Jesus aspect?
I didn't even get that, but now, yeah.
That's all I got. I was like, oh, I wonder if she got that. Those episodes was cute.
Yeah. What'd you rate it?
I give it like a 5.
Yeah. Brady?
6.
Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite finale. It's probably one of my least favorites.
It just feels like Canary Wharf. I don't know. It just felt too, like, oh, we kind of...
See, but Canary Wharf was, like, at least good to me.
No, it was good. But that's what I'm saying. It was just, like, we're trying to copy that. Like, obviously make it a little different. But, like, I don't know. I feel like it needed to be more... original, unique, yeah.
Oh, the entire world has been invaded again, and
Like,
we have to save it.
Yeah, like little Daleks type things and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, how many times can a world be invaded?
Yeah.
Many, many, many times.
Which we will be seeing.
Which we will be seeing. Earth loves to be invaded.
Yeah.
Really does.
Yeah. I don't know, but as a Time Lord, I was just, like, expecting more. Because, like, you're going to be, like, on the same level. This is Sherlock and Moriarty, for real. But, like, I don't know, I was expecting more. Like, something different.
That's okay.
So then the doctor was like, wow, he really got me. Like, there's another doctor that I can't even, you know? I can't outsmart him.
Well. Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Part
2. Episode 13, Last of the Time Lords. Again, it was directed by Colin Teague, written by Russell T. Davies. Came out June 30th, 2007. 1 year later, Martha returns to England. The Master is readying a fleet of rockets to attack other worlds. Tricking the Master into bringing her on board the Valiant, Martha turns the Master's mind control satellite technology against him, having traveled the world to gather support for the captured and weakened Doctor. She has instructed them to think of the Doctor just as the Master intends to launch his fleet, so that their combined thoughts, traveling through the network, are able to rejuvenate him. Jack destroys the paradox machine that originally brought the Toclafane, the descendants of humanity regressed to a childlike form, to the 21st century. This undoes the events of the previous year. Lucy Saxon, the master's wife, shoots and kills the master. The doctor cremates his body. Jack decides to return to the Torchwood Institute in Cardiff, and Martha stays behind to look after her family. You really thought she was gonna die.
I was waiting for it.
You really
But then
wanted
knowing the two doctors, I'm like, all right, she's not dying. But I was thinking maybe the doctor would, like, the master would kill her. Like,
Do you wish that would have happened?
Yeah.
Damn.
And not even, like, to kill Martha, but just to have, like, a dang, he lost a companion, like.
But, like, he lost Rose.
Yes, but not really. You know? It's like, yes, he lost her. He did. But not, like.
To death.
Yeah, like, there's just no absolute, like, zero. Like at least she's alive, you know? Like,
Yeah.
she's out there. She's doing her thing. Like, all right.
Like,
I got her, but it's bittersweet, you know? But, you know? But here it's like, if she died, if Martha died, like, this is a companion, you know, I've been letting her down, you know, da-da-da-da. Oh, she's dead. And, like, there's nothing I could do,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm glad for Martha that she didn't die. For Martha.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll get to the end.
We'll get to there.
But, so it's been a year.
Yeah.
And Martha's been on her own for a year.
I couldn't do it.
Now, we've been talking about Martha's journey
Yeah.
this whole season and how, like, we've kind of felt very, like, about it.
Yeah.
Like, she hasn't seemed to, like, really have that growth.
Yeah.
Maybe just a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think that this episode gave her that?
I feel like it solidified her arc better. Cause I'm like, okay, she definitely has an arc. Because before, you know, she was the glue to her family. She was, you know, doing that. She didn't have a lot of, like, confidence, especially when it comes to the doctor and, like, doing her own thing. And, like, the doctor will save us. Like, we're good. Let's just sit and wait. Mm-hmm. So it's cool to see her finally, like, I'm going around the world. And I'm doing this. And I'm looking for this. And you know, so I feel like it solidified her arc, for sure. I think she ended up a little better. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any thoughts on that, Brady, on her arc?
Whose?
Martha?
Sorry. I thought it was good. I think this is really the episode where she fully gains her own autonomy and she's no longer relying on the doctor. It just took him being completely out of the picture for her to do it. But I'm glad we got to that point, and I'm glad she at the end is like, I need to stay home. I need to take care of my family. They just watched a genocide and no one else will believe them. So, you know, they're grieving.
I really want to agree with y'all. I really do.
Dang.
But I don't. Which I thought that I might.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm, like, really thinking on it. I like Martha. Mm-hmm. I don't think, though, that this year she had changed much. I think it changed a little, but I don't think it gave her the arc that she deserved. Because here she is for a whole year, having to talk to everybody around the world about how much the doctor, how amazing he is, and how we love the doctor. She loves him, and he's going to save you. You have to just think about him on this day for a whole year. This is a message that she's spreading.
Yeah.
Which, like, yes, it's going to work, and, like, we know. I understand. But that's been her this whole time.
And this is a mission that the doctor told her to go on.
Yes.
That's
so,
a good point.
Did she really get her arc here? To me, her arc was the end of finally choosing herself.
I think you're right.
But I think this year, like, the only reason she went on it was to save the doctor.
And then all she's
I think it was
like,
to save the world.
Well, yes, to save the world.
Yeah.
But I do think it was to save the doctor so that the doctor could save the world.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
When you put it like that, I see it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, Martha.
Like, I like Martha, but they did her dirty.
Yeah, I see that. So it's definitely the end is where, like, that's her arc.
Yeah. And I think, you know, once she leaves the doctor, she'll find herself and, like, build the life that she should have. Like I said, I think the doctor ruined her life.
But if she hadn't gone through that,
She would have become a doctor.
She's gonna do that. Dang, I'm even trying to fight for it, and like I see it.
I'm just saying, I think that the doctor ruined Martha's life.
Unrequited love. Family's all traumatized. I'm probably traumatized. I spent a whole year alone talking about a man that doesn't love me.
Yeah. Yeah.
All the time I wasted that I could have just been a doctor and helping people.
Yeah.
Had to kill at one point.
Yeah. The doctor ruined her life.
Wow.
And like genuinely, like, do you think that she went on to be a doctor? Or do you think that she could even do that anymore?
No, I think she did. I think she's like, once she healed her family, I think she went on to be like, I need to like do what I plan to do, and you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. We'll get back to Martha at the very end.
For sure.
But, episode. So, she's been going down. She comes up. She's back in London. And she meets up with that one dude. I forget his name.
Mm-hmm.
Does he even have a name?
Oh my god, did you recognize him though?
No.
He I don't know what show. I haven't actually seen the show, but he plays like he plays like the devil or a demon or Satan.
Oh, Lucifer? The show Lucifer?
Maybe it's Lucifer. Maybe that's him.
Is that him?
Yeah, if that's the right show.
Huh.
Like yeah, that's yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, oh,
I didn't even recognize him. Is it him?
I think so. Yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, wait,
The more you know.
The more you know.
Okay, his name was Tom Milligan in the
Tommy. Mm-hmm.
So he takes her. We learn, okay, she still has a TARDIS key. She's still using it as kind of her way to get around without being caught.
Yeah.
Which I was like, okay, cool. I'm
Makes
glad
sense.
that.
That's cool.
Yeah, still using that.
Mhm.
And she goes to Professor Doherty. Doherty. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Doherty.
Something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And did you have any suspicions of anything? Like when Martha went there? Like and was like, know your enemy.
Yeah. So I was like, okay.
I'm like, weird. That look.
Yeah. And I just looked at her. I was like, okay.
And then like the way the professor like kind of was like,
Right.
uh-huh.
I was just like, I was more confused. I was like, what?
Yeah. When I first watched it, I did not expect anything. I was just like, oh, okay. Like, slipped by me.
No, I seen it. I was like, oh, okay. I don't really get, like, she's your enemy for somehow, but like,
Yeah.
I don't really get how or why.
Right.
Yeah. But then when we finally saw, I was like, oh. But yeah, the moment I was like, I'm just confused.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But how did you like them, like, kind of capturing the Toclophane and all that? Did you like
How'd
that?
they capture it?
So she brought out a CD because she was saying, this has the information of how, on accident, lightning struck the earth and it, like, struck the Toclophane, bringing it down.
Oh, yeah.
And so they were able to see, like, how much power that lightning took to take it down, so they could replicate that to electrically take down one of the Toclophane.
Got you. Well, that was cool. I just really didn't have a lot of thoughts on this. I was just like taking it all just face value, just
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Okay, but like when they got it, okay, and they're opening it up, prying it up,
Yeah.
and then you saw a human skull.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I was like, oh fuck. I felt so sad.
Yeah.
Did it like process in your head like, oh, this is human?
I think
Or
so.
until they said like, oh my god.
I mean, I figured it was human,
Yeah.
Okay.
but I don't think it clicked for me until they said it.
Yeah.
That it was the people
Yeah.
on that ship.
Yeah.
Well, because like here's the thing. With aliens, you never know.
True.
Time Lords look like us.
Yeah.
So like, you know,
Yeah.
I think my first time it was like, I had to have them like say, like, oh, okay, human. And then, when they were like, oh, the sky is like diamonds. And then she's like, you can't be him. And it's not him.
Thank God. But
he's probably one of them.
yeah, because like we all share the same memories.
We all share, yeah. Which is really interesting.
Yeah.
Like, because the master did this to them. He regressed them to a childlike state where they all share the same thoughts and memories with each other. Why do you think that the master did that?
Just more easier to control, I would think.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
It's that none of them go out of line.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, they kind of hold each other accountable, sort of thing? Like, if one starts to stray, their thoughts.
Or it's just like a hive mind kind of thing, you know?
I could see that. Okay.
When I first was trying to open it up, I thought it was gonna be like a little mini weird version of a Dalek. Because you know the little thing. I'm like, bro, he's literally just making his own Daleks. Because like they have a little alien-y goopy thing inside the thing. So I was like, is it like not a Dalek for real, but like a clone or like its own version of it?
Do you think he was inspired?
Oh, for sure. 1000% he was. 1000%. But then when I opened it and I saw a human skull, I was like, this might be, I was a little dumb at this. I was like, oh, so he got these from like at the end of the world. But I forgot, like, it was like, he got these are definitely people from like whatever, like at the end of the world because he can go like, to places. Literally didn't even connect to the episode. Like, no, he did? And it's those.
Yeah.
So
the
like,
people who are off to Utopia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit.
I want to know what he did. Because
Yeah.
I can only imagine, like, the horrors that went on to create the Toclafane.
It feels like I'm making, what's the robot-y guys?
Cybermen?
Cybermen. Like they did this, it's like a Cyberman and a Dalek.
Yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Literally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think so. I think that, you know, the way that the head was talking, the Toclafane was talking, like, he promised us utopia and here we are. And like, I think that they were brainwashed
Yeah.
by him
For sure.
into turning into these things on their own free will.
Maybe.
I think there were some who definitely fought back.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if the masses, because, I mean,
The universe is ending.
yeah.
I have a time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang. The Master's like, persuasion.
Yeah, the master's a fucking
The Master
genius.
Persuasion.
I mean, you look at the doctor and people trust him like that.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't someone look at the master who's just as smart and genius as him? And, you know, the doctor's also silly, goofy. Like, he does silly things, you know.
Yeah.
The master also does silly, goofy things. We just see them in two completely different lights because of, you know, the actions they take.
Yeah.
But if you were just to get them face value,
They're the same.
they're the same. Do you like the master now? Stop! Yes, she likes
I like on
him.
paper the idea.
Oh my god.
Don't
Okay,
tell me
whatever,
execution.
whatever. So now we understand the paradox machine
Yeah.
and why he made it. It's because Toclafane, who are humans,
Yeah.
can come here
And kill their
their yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like the way that they're like, oh, well, why are you trying to kill us? We're you. Because it's fun. That's crazy.
But like, okay, they're gonna come back, kill everybody. Well, like, what was the Master's plan for that? Like, okay, we bring them back, kill everybody, and then just
For fun.
But
Kill
just
the
like-
Earth. And then start a
Dude.
war with the universe. That's what all the rockets were for.
oh,
I think he just wants to take everything down. He had his world stripped away from him,
yeah,
so he wants to strip everyone else's world away from them.
Yeah, the Master's just also crazy and insane.
true.
And he just
Got those
wants,
drum beats.
Loves destruction. Yeah. The drums war.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it.
And back with the doctor. So Martha's family's still there.
Mhm.
I think it's interesting that they were they're like staff
Yeah,
and the outfits they were in
yeah,
giving a little
yeah.
slave labor
Mhm.
vibe.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, the doctor giving them a little signal and then them kind of like all working
I
together.
like that. That was cool.
And Jack, of course, is still being Jack. Like, hey guys, what am I getting for dinner tonight? Some roasted mashed
Man.
potatoes. Yeah, that. And like his little, I got your message, like link.
Oh, I love him.
I love Jack.
Mm.
I definitely think he was underutilized though
Yes.
in this two-parter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This man can't die.
Yeah,
Throw him through, like, make him do all the risks.
like I
Let him
feel like
something.
it would have been so interesting to like try to get maybe Jack to fight Martha or something. Like the Master gets Jack under his control somehow. Like he literally
Oh.
can't die.
Yeah.
So anyone who, or like he sends Jack out to go like fight
Yeah.
other people, like rebels or something. I think that would have made for a really interesting thing. Like if he could have gotten into Jack's mind with the Archangel Network,
because then it would have showed how like powerful the Master is.
Yeah.
How smart he is to be able to do that, and then use Jack. Against them. Yeah.
And then Jack being their friend.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jack, of course, would have an internal struggle of having killed all these people.
It would be like the wife almost, like, there's a part of me that knows this is wrong, but like, no.
Yeah. And then Jack, who cannot die. So literally he's invincible.
Mm-hmm.
And then if it was like toe-to-toe Martha and Jack, like at the end of the day.
That would have been good arc for her.
Yeah.
Cool arc for him, or, you know, like an interesting way to use him. Mm-hmm.
So, missed opportunity, I think.
Missed opportunity, for sure.
Maybe I should go back in time and write this. Stop, wait.
Turn it off, hurry.
Didn't you?
Do you guys think that Martha wanted to be captured?
Yes.
When?
Like, in the end.
Yeah.
Did she have to be there?
I think.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, did she have to be there?
I don't think she had to.
Yeah, I don't think she had to be
there. And I don't think she meant to be there.
I don't think that it would have mattered either way. But I do think that she was a distraction in the way of like, okay, so she's, you know, building this weapon.
Yeah.
And like that's what she leaked to the professor. But I also think she was a distraction to the Master when she was captured to make sure, okay, we're all on board the Valiant. And like she's there with the Doctor when this is about to go down. Now, I don't know if she knew that the Paradox machine, once that was like destroyed and everything, that time would reverse and only being in the eye of the storm would keep her safe. Like, so that she would remember everything. I don't know if she knew all of that.
Yeah.
But I do think her goal was always to get back to the Doctor and be there at the end.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I think so, because
when she got captured,
but she
seemed very reluctant.
Yes, but she told the professor, like, okay, I have the weapon, but she is here in person.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, she knew that the Master, like, that the professor would tell the Master that, hey, Martha's here. She has the weapon, almost complete, so that the Master would come down and capture Martha. Right?
I guess, yeah.
So
maybe I'm just thinking way too hard on that. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, like, I think that it's, you know, up in the air. I think it could go either way,
like,
but
why risk yourself, you know? It's like, he almost kills her.
Him.
I guess.
Martha would do anything for her Doctor. She would travel the whole world for a year alone, talking about how much she loves him to save him.
Again, I don't know if that's the main motivation there. I think it's the whole world ending.
No, because and I love him. I really want to grow.
Yeah.
I agree she's too obsessed.
Yeah.
But you know what? So am I. So am I. Not in the same way. But me too.
Yeah.
You know what? If doctors took me away, thank you. Perfect timing. Take me to London. Like, you know, I'd be fine present day London. Right. But like, take me away from America.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay. But so when the family and Jack, they try to, you know, rise up, it doesn't work.
It all shut down quick.
Yeah. What did you think that the Doctor was, like, trying to... Like, yes, like, okay, the Doctor tried to use the screwdriver against the Master, but, like, to what? To what end?
I wonder if it's like, oh, you got the gun that was, like, supposed to kill you, and, oh, we tried to rebel against you, and, oh, you got us down. Like, more for the Master to be like... every chance you to, like, I'm still on top. And it's like, but at the end of the day, this has all been actually, you know, just like distract him with that, like to think he's won. But then really at the end of the day, you know.
So just like more distraction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think it's more of like oh wow, Doctor's so stupid. He didn't know that I have these controls on it.
Yeah.
You know, I think it was just the doctor trying to look weak and incapable.
Like, really beat me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, this was the best I could do.
Yeah.
And then Master uses it on him again.
Little Gollum baby.
What'd you think of that?
I loved it.
The doctor needs to stay like that forever.
Little Gollum baby. I loved it. It was so silly. I ate it up.
Bree, what'd you think of it?
It looked so weird.
Yeah, it was so ugly.
Yeah, I loved it.
Its
little
teeth.
Little hands on the big eyes. Loved it. Hated that thing. I loved it.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
same.
Yeah.
It was good CGI.
Yeah, it was so cute.
It was solid.
Little Gollum baby.
But you know what was not good CGI, in my opinion?
What?
When everything's happening, right? They're like, oh, doctor. And then he starts growing, and the cage just magically disappears. Okay?
Yeah.
And the doctor turns into the doctor, and then he starts floating down the stairs.
Yeah. And then the way like comes to.
I didn't
Waves
like
his thing
that.
away.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
Nah, it wasn't good at all.
It felt like a cop-out.
Yeah.
Like, it didn't feel like good enough for me.
It's like they were trying to make this whole thing more than it was.
Yeah.
Like, yes, okay, we rejuvenated the doctor. We
With
took
the
over
word
the
of God.
archangel. But I don't think it needed that.
No.
I think it would have been better if the doctor just kind of like whipped back into action.
Yeah. Like it was like a.
And then they had a
came
fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I disagree though about the fight.
I don't know. I just
I
like fights.
like how that happened. Like the doctor going towards the master's freaking out, frightened out of his mind.
Yeah.
And the doctor goes like, just 3 words. I forgive you. And then hugs him.
Yeah.
That was good.
That's the doctor. The doctor doesn't want to fight.
But also, like, I don't know. I feel like I should know more for it to really, like, land the way it's like, I don't know. It's just like,
I met this guy 2 episodes ago.
yeah. And, like, the way they're talking, like, obviously there's history, but I don't really know what. And it just feels like it's way more emotional than what I know of this.
True. I can definitely see that.
Yeah. So it's like if I had more information, then it'd be like, oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You know?
Okay. I can't fault you for that.
Yeah.
I could, yeah. But okay, right before this though. So Martha gets captured and the master's like, oh, like, train them well, Martha and, Weapon, and Martha's like laughing.
Yeah.
I love that moment.
Oh, I love that too.
To me, like that Martha was like, yeah, okay, slay. Slay,
Got
girl.
him, got him,
Like,
got
she's
him.
like,
Yeah.
why are you laughing? Huh? What? You're so stupid. Like, it's so good.
Yeah.
Like, you were beaten by a human, for
Yeah.
real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then, okay, but when the doctor made the comment, like, you really thought I'd ask her to kill?
I love that.
But you did! But he did!
What do you mean?
Back in the day!
When she killed all those pig
Pig
people with lightning.
People.
But
And
But
the,
asked
the doctor was
her.
like, you need to fight.
right? That didn't mean kill.
She did, though.
She did. Do you think why
Doctor
the-
asked her to fight, and she killed
Do you
people.
think that's why the doctor doesn't love her? It's because she killed
I'm pretty
people?
sure Rose is killed.
she did kill all the Daleks. But that's his worst. That's his enemy. These pig people, they were like brainwashed little babies.
No, that's
Granted,
crazy.
the whole thing was like, oh, they're dead anyway,
Yeah.
Like, the
Yeah.
people aren't there. It's like, she hasn't killed humans.
No, I was just making a little joke. I don't think that's why
Yeah.
the doctor doesn't love her. I was just,
No,
saying
yeah.
goofy,
Yeah.
But yeah, I just thought, I don't know. The
Well,
doctor being
ignoring that, I was like, oh, I love that. You think
yeah.
I'd really ask her to kill? You think I'm like that?
But I mean, she still went on this whole journey for a year. Like, you still asked her to sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like to save the world.
I know.
I don't know. I like that moment.
Yeah.
I did too.
I just think that, again, I think the doctor ruined Martha's life.
he ruined her life, just didn't really add to it.
I think he ruined her life. I'm gonna die on that hill.
I don't think he ruined it.
I don't think he ruined it.
I think she'll still be happy.
It didn't like add to her life like beneficially, but I don't think it ruined it.
I think it ruined it.
It didn't make it better.
Yeah.
I think it ruined it.
A little bump in the road. But also she got to go experience all this shit and save the world at the end of the day.
Trauma after trauma.
We all experience trauma. Go watch our...
No, but beside that, okay. So doctor floats up, whatever. Everyone's saying doctor, yeah. Even the
wife.
The wife. I forgive you. Everyone's happy. And then Jack destroys the paradox machine, which I was like, poor baby TARDIS.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
And then the whole thing starts going crazy. All the Toclafane are like, oh, I gotta come. Save, the
Yeah, I
master.
didn't understand.
They have to defend their master.
So what happened to them?
The Toclafane?
Yeah.
So once the paradox machine got destroyed and they reversed back, they just like went like it was
back to Utopia or whatever.
Yeah, back to the ends of the earth.
Yeah. Okay.
Or the universe.
Yeah.
But so Master and Doctor squabble. They get to like a random cliff overlooking the rockets. And it's interesting here. So again, the Doctor's just trying to plead with him.
Yeah.
And just be like, come on, like it's just the two of us, like, come on. Like, we've been through so much. I know, like, you won't kill yourself, you know.
You literally are trying to run as we speak.
Yeah. I just, like, want to know your thoughts on the Master. Like, as we continue to learn more about him through this. Like, because at the end of the day, when they do get back and he gets shot, he's like, I'm not going to regenerate.
Yeah.
Like, you thought.
Yeah. Like, I win, actually.
I win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think of the Master? Like, who do you think this man is?
I think he's way far gone than what the Doctor wanted. Because, like, well, he is not hearing not one thing you're saying, dude. At the end of the day, he's like, damn, I lost. No way. I can win still. Because that's what he wants. Like, nah. It's just like, just mentally ill.
Mentally ill?
And just needed to win.
Yeah.
Just like Moriarty.
But I do love that moment when he gets shot.
Yeah.
In the Doctor's arms. And the Doctor is just like pleading, like, regenerate, please. Like, it's just us. Like, regenerate. Again, David Tennant every single time. He's so brilliant. I love him. But, like, yeah, the Master's being like, I win.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I know I keep referencing it, but I just can't detach from Sherlock. It's literally like play by play, basically, even up to a death to win. It was very good. I liked it. Like, it was just like you respect how just far he's willing to go just to win, and like the damage that he has and the need to run. Like, a lot of depth to him. It's just like, because I don't.
And it was so little.
It was such a little thing. I don't have the background. It's just not hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah. But, like, I get from the Doctor where, like, it's just us two. Like, how do you not understand, like, we are the last two? And then you're leaving me alone to be the last one again. Like, da-da-da-da-da. It's like, I feel that. But, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, because, like, the Doctor, he was just going to keep the Master.
Yeah.
And the Master's like, what, like a pet? Like, you're just going to keep me?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're my responsibility. If I have to, like, you know, I've been wandering for so long, maybe it's time to, you know, like, settle down and just
have us two raise a family.
Together.
Yeah.
Would you like to see that? Like, the Doctor kind of, like, calm a little bit, stop wandering so much. Maybe, like, if he had, like, a responsibility like watching the Master. Like, would you like to see that?
Yeah. It's just weird to see the Doctor like that.
Yeah.
Because then, like, what would you do for a...
Yeah, like, what would you do?
And, like, could you really do that?
What would he do for a living? Yeah, because,
That's
like...
what I'm saying. Like, what would he do?
What do you think he would do?
Work at Torchwood.
He doesn't like Torchwood.
I know, but Jack's changed it. I don't know. I'm like, because like if he's, let's say he's on Earth, Torchwood with Jack, how he changed it, it's like, this is the good version now, you know? And he's like settling down for some reason.
Yeah.
I feel like he's still the Doctor.
Like, do you think that would tempt him too much?
Nah.
Because like fighting aliens and stuff, like
It would still be the same, but like you're at Torchwood, so you're just here.
like localized.
Yeah, yeah. Because he'd be doing the same thing, just localized.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. Just curious.
Yeah, that's...
So he cremates the master.
R.I.P. Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's a cultural thing for him?
I thought it.
I would think so.
Like, do you think all Time Lords
That's
do
what
that?
I think. Like, it's like once they can't regenerate, like they're dead. Like, I feel like that's
Yeah,
what
let
they
us know
do.
if they did that in Classic Who, if that was lore
thing.
there. I
It
wouldn't
felt like
be
it.
surprised. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was very purposeful,
right.
you know.
Because you would normally think like, oh, they would bury him or something, but like, burn him, cremate him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like cultural.
And then what do you think of the very end? We see like these red nail lady hands pick up a ring out of the...
Yeah, what?
What do you think of that?
Another Time Lordy thingy? Like, where did they even come to play? Like, when did that scene happen?
So the very end.
I think it was like maybe like within a day of like them burning him or something. You know,
was like actually there?
Yeah, so it's like
Yeah.
the master's ring.
from his body.
Yeah. the
Oh,
ashes.
that's why I was like, I don't understand what I'm looking at, you know?
Yeah.
I was like, was it another memory of like another Time Lord somewhere grabbing it? I didn't know.
Oh yeah, no, it's like the master.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
And then who was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
was it?
Donna?
You think Donna would go and travel and find the master?
Somehow she's like, you know what? Let me get back to the doctor. No, I have no idea. Because I was like, I didn't understand what I was looking at first. I was like, is this a memory? Is it a flash of... Because they were doing the flashes of like, Gallifrey, whatever. So I
Yeah.
was like, is it another weird thing? I had no idea. But okay, from the ashes,
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Do you think that means the master will come back?
I could see that.
Or do you think it's like someone kind of taking the place of the master?
I could also see that. Because like, I don't know the Lord. I don't know. Because like, is that like the pocket? Like it's his whole thingy, his whole essence?
Right. Yeah.
But also like he's dead, so I don't, so like, is that a way to reincarnate him?
Right, because it's like he has no body.
Yeah, so it's like,
Like where would they get like maybe DNA?
yeah, the hand. I don't know. Or just like a reincarnation thing, or I don't know, just another person like like, ooh, we want the Time Lords type of thing. Like we're, like something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I will say that there was... So Russell T. Davies said, maybe it's the Rani. Now, the Rani, R-A-N-I. She is a classic Who villain.
Okay.
Who, like, she was a biological engineer. I don't know if that was whatever, but she would do experiments on humans and other species that were like naughty.
Mm-hmm.
So he, like, Russell T. Davies was like, maybe it's the Rani.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not.
Okay.
But that could have been an interesting thing for people who had seen Classic Who.
You're like, oh, another villain.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would've been cool.
Yeah.
That would've been really cool.
But it's not.
Is this not a human?
The Rani?
Yeah. Or no,
Time Lord.
Yeah, Rani was Time
Ronnie's
Lord.
oh, she was Time Lord?
Yeah.
Okay,
But for the finger, we don't know. We don't know who that is.
is that gonna be like the main villain type thing for next season?
I don't
Maybe.
know. Brady does
can't
not
remember.
remember.
Oh,
Sorry.
Brady doesn't remember anything.
can't get no spoilers here.
No.
Gotta try to like decrypt you into saying something. Yeah, but no, clarifying that, in my head, first thought now that I know what's going on,
Yeah.
it's like a reincarnation
So you think the master will come back eventually?
in a way.
In a way.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe not like the master, but it's like in essence. Like,
In essence.
his essence.
His beautiful essence.
I don't know.
Now, one of my favorite reveals ever.
I loved that.
So Martha and the doctor is saying goodbye to Jack.
Oh my god.
And I did think it was sweet because the doctor was like, you can come with me.
Yeah.
And Jack's like, you know what? I had a lot of time to think that year. My family, that was my torture with people.
I gotta go watch it.
I gotta go back to them. I gotta be Papa Duck.
Papa did.
And, but thank you.
Yeah.
And then he's like, so about this whole, like, immortal thing, like, how's that gonna work? Like, I keep aging, like, gray hair.
Yeah.
How's it gonna look in, like, a million years? And the doctor's like, I literally have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah.
And...
how did he get to that part?
So, yeah, he was like, like, just, like, so vain. Like, I when I was younger, I was one of the first to become to sign up for the time agency, and on my... What was it? The Bow something Peninsula.
Yeah.
Beauchesne, I think.
Yeah. And he's like, Face of Bow, they used to call me.
What?
You did not see that coming.
Not even a little bit. I love that.
No, because like here I was, every time Face of Bow was on screen, I was like, so Face of Bow.
That's what I'm saying. I have no
him.
idea. I love that. No, I love that.
Yeah.
That was perfect. I love that.
So you do? You like that? Okay, like it's
No,
Jack.
I love that it's Jack.
I know, because we were talking right before this, and I was like, Jack was there for Rose and the doctor's first date. Like when 9 took her to see the end of the
And
Earth.
for him to see them be like, oh, the first time I'm seeing like a little, or,
like Rose in so long.
Literally for him, like millions and
of
millions of years.
Like he gets to see Rose again.
And seeing the doctor,
And
and
the
later
doctor,
seeing the
yeah.
doctor, like other
Yeah.
like.
Right?
I love Jack. Jack is my man.
I love Jack.
I love it when they play with timelines.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. It's my favorite thing.
Mine too.
And for him to even say like, I'm the last of my kind. Is he the last of it? So remember he was like the last of his kind is gonna tell the last of your kind. Remember this whole thing? Cause like by that time,
Yeah.
they're time traveling, so like he really is the last one?
I mean, I don't know exactly where it comes from, if he's saying like I'm the last human.
Yeah.
Or if he's saying like I'm unique. So like technically I'm the last of my
I'm the
kind.
only one of my kind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't really know. So like I think maybe it's just like a
Okay,
vague...
it must be that. Because I'm like, they go to the ends. I don't know, that's the same, or what the timeline was when they made the people, whatever, like they saw the last humans or whatever.
Yeah, with
So it could have
Cassandra
been
and stuff.
after that. Anyways, but yeah, probably because like I'm the last of, because like for me, yes, I'm human, but like also I'm not human because I can die and da 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 da.
Yeah.
But then he died.
Which is why I said that he didn't. Cause like the face about like, did he really die?
I mean, because Jack can die, he just comes back to life.
Exactly. So did the face of Bo actually die? I don't think so.
He did his last little breath, and they're like
Yeah, and we saw his heart stopped. And then it came back to life.
I don't know.
I think that he's not dead.
I want to say he's not dead because like that's why I was confused. Like when I was like, oh yeah, face of Bo, he's here.
Yeah.
It's like you can't die.
Exactly.
So how did you die?
Yeah. And how did he turn into a head?
Just a head in a floating tank. I mean, time.
Yeah.
A lot of things happen.
But there is some fan theories.
Okay.
So you'll meet later a group called the Headless, what is it? Headless Monks. That's what it is. And they literally don't have heads.
Okay.
They are headless monks.
Okay.
And they cut off the heads of their enemies and keep
That's
them
funny.
in boxes. And the
That's
heads
hilarious.
still can talk.
That's hilarious.
And
that would
so
definitely happen to Jack.
people theorize that Jack got in a little tussle with the headless
Yeah.
monks and they chopped his head off, but
That's hilarious.
yeah.
I could totally see that.
I 100%.
And don't ask me why his head grew. I don't know. Radiation.
Yeah, because they're very much puffed up and yeah.
So, but I do like that fan theory, and I think that
Oh, I that.
cute.
I'm gonna say that's what happens.
Yeah.
Jack, little rascal, he would be like, and then, like say some joke, and they're like, all right, bet. He's like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Now look at me.
Yeah.
That's so cute. I love that. That's my favorite.
Fan
everything.
theory.
Fan theory. Favorite little reveal. Little,
Yeah.
I love it.
Just wait. I'm so excited.
What? Do you see more?
No, just like
Okay.
other.
If we do see like that baseball again, because like, they're always time traveling. It's obviously buff. Like the last, when he died, that would have been the last time we saw him. So like, if we do see him, it's like, oh, hey.
Unless he was lying. Because Jack would fuck with him like that.
Please, that's my last breath. I'm gonna say like a thing. And he's like,
Yeah. Yeah. Jack's a little shit.
He's like, what is fun?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Jack is dramatic as fuck, and we love that.
We better see him again. It's like, now I know.
I hope we do. I hope we see the face of Bogan.
Yeah.
Okay. But now, to the very end. Martha and the doctor.
Yeah.
So, doctor thinks, business as usual. Oh, yeah, where are we going to go next? Da-da-da-da. Martha. And the way that the doctor's face falls.
I know.
Just is like, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's so sexy. He just lost the last of, his kind or whatever.
I know. Like, Martha, you say you love this man, but like...
He needs you right now, for real.
Like, this is the worst possible time you could leave them.
Literally.
But like, good for her.
Good for her.
But like, damn. Like,
He's lost Rose.
He's going to be traveling alone for a while.
Yeah.
I cannot see him wanting to make a connection anytime soon.
No.
You know what I mean?
Like, we don't see any more companions for the rest.
Forever.
That's it. She was the last companion.
Yeah.
But good for her.
Did you, it was funny. It was cute. They say their goodbyes and then she comes back in. Yeah. She's like,
you better call.
Yeah, but like, she's like, my friend, Stacy, whatever, she was obsessed with this guy, in love with him. And he didn't even look at her. And I told her, get out.
So I'm getting out.
Like, this is me getting out.
Yeah.
Like, the doctor, like, he's like, yeah, okay.
He's like,
yeah.
Okay.
Like, oh, does the story have a point? Nope. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha.
But, like, for real, like...
I don't think she needed to say that. Because it's also like, because you don't love me, I'm doing this for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. For you to say that, okay. But like...
Yeah, like, it was for her.
It was for her, for sure. But like...
Yeah.
I'd be embarrassed.
Yeah, and I think, like, this is where the doctor could have had some more, like, sympathy.
Yeah.
And stuff. Because, like, I really... Yes, I'm in the boat that the doctor did not lead Martha on.
Nah.
I think that he could have been a little nicer to her in some ways. And, like, I think he should have had a conversation with her.
Yeah.
And said, like, that's not going to happen.
Yeah. But I'm really appreciating you as a friend. Like, we
we're
do
besties.
have a connection like that.
Yeah. But also, doctor's bad with emotions. So, like, I get why he wouldn't have. But I think that's the only thing he could have done that would have made him better in this situation.
Also in this moment. Or... But just when, like, I still appreciated and, like, loved you as a person.
Yeah.
So it's, like, the whole unrequited love. Like, yeah, but, like...
Yeah.
Just know, like, I still appreciate you. Like, I saw you,
Yeah, because Martha even said, she was like, I always thought that I was second best.
Yeah.
When I was around you. Like, but you know what? I am good. And I like that.
Yeah.
Like, she's kind of like, you know what?
I don't need you to
tell me that I'm good.
To know.
Yeah. So this is what I was saying. Like, I do think this is where her arc is.
Yeah.
And, like, her learning that she doesn't need the opinion of others to know that she is strong.
Yeah.
She has saved the world. She did do that by herself.
Yeah.
So.
See? So he really did make her life better. Because he got her to realize that she has worth, that she has self-worth and strength.
I think she did that by herself. But
she needed to have that unrequited love and all.
But did she feel that way before the doctor?
Yeah. Because she, she's like, I gotta, and the doctor, when I'm in school, gotta make sure they think I'm smart. We didn't see enough to really know, so you can't say she didn't.
But I don't think she did. I think the doctor, I'm still stand on that hill. And Yeah. But so she says, like, yeah, call me. Like, don't be forgetting about me. If I need you, pick up.
Yeah.
This isn't the last time you're going to see me. Do you think that's the last time you see her?
We might see her again. I feel like it's like a little, like more of a, like when, it's Martha. Martha called her mom to be like, who had more singles, the Beatles? Or Like it might be one of those kind of things, or like.
Or like a Sarah Jane Smith.
Maybe a Sarah Jane Smith, or like there's some his new companion's hurt or something. He's like, I don't know what to do. Hey, Martha, you're a doctor, right? Okay, what'd you do for the situation? He's like, I haven't heard from you. Like, I feel like it'd be like one of those.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think we'll see her again, for real.
Bree doesn't remember.
I don't remember.
Would you like to see Martha again?
I would like to. Yeah. I'd like to see where she goes.
Yeah.
And like where her life takes her. Hope she calls. Because he has a phone now. So.
Do you think he would pick up though if she called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? I think right now.
Damn, if I spent my entire life talking this, or like a whole year by myself talking this guy up to save the world, I'd hope he'd answer a phone call.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yes, but also, like, he's down bad right now.
He's down bad, but I feel like, he'll be like, hey, what? But like, it won't be as much energy, but he'll still pick up.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
So what would you rate this episode?
Like a 5.5, maybe.
Yeah.
Slightly less than the last one. I don't know. They're both kind of mediocre for me.
Yeah.
I'd say 5.5. I think it's only a little better just because, like, the whole Facebook reveal.
Yeah.
Was, like, what really got me. I just loved that. I was like, they're just so good.
Yeah.
That made the whole last 3 episodes work.
And then, for the doctor and Martha to be like, no, that's...
Yeah. Like, can't be.
No. Like, that was cool. I like that.
I'd give it a 5.
Yeah.
Honestly. I don't know. Yeah, I don't like these last 2. But we did get like kind of like, okay, what our Christmas episode is going to be with the Titanic crashing into the TARDIS.
Which I thought would be funny because the last finale, Rose just died, said goodbye, never again, da-da-da, and then like, boom, popped in Donna. It'd be so funny if like this one, dang, just lost my guy. She just left, da-da-da, then boom, crash. And it's like, Donna's like, she was like on a cruise. And I didn't do a Titanic, but just like a regular cruise. She's like, oh dear God. Or, like another like, what? I thought that would have been so funny if it was like that.
Yeah, that would have been.
Really, we just need Donna.
We just need Donna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love their dynamic so much. I think that type of energy is perfect for the Doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it'll come with like a whole like, there's no romance here for real. And I feel like she wouldn't like, oh my God, you're just so amazing. Like, she's like, you're kind of stupid. And he's like, I'm literally a fucking genius. Like, like I feel like it'd be so funny.
Yes.
Because Martha was very low autonomy, but I feel like Donna is like only autonomy.
Yeah.
Like the Doctor needs to like rein her in.
Yes.
So that she doesn't get in trouble.
Yes.
But I do think that Martha and Donna are like 2 sides of the same coin because they both have really low self-esteem.
Yeah.
True.
And it's just like the different ways that they show it.
Yeah.
Like, I think Martha's like the codependency. She needs other people to bolster her. While Donna's like, I'm just not going to let anyone hurt me. And like, I'm going to, be.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
So I think that's an interesting thing to think about.
And the Doctor would also help Donna to be confident and have self-worth. See? He helped Martha find her self-worth. He can help Donna find her self-worth. What are you doing?
Holding in my tears.
Because that was good?
No. But just a fun little thing, since y'all know, coming in here, telling me about the mini episodes, there is a little mini episode right in between, kind of like the end of this and the Christmas episode, where the 5th Doctor shows up on the TARDIS with David Tennant, and they have a little conversation. And it's fun and funny.
How?
You gotta watch it.
Okay.
And fun fact, That fifth Doctor is David Tennant's father-in-law.
Yeah!
But not yet.
Oh. Like at time of filming.
At time of filming.
Cute.
Yeah.
But then how? Are they the same person?
What do you mean?
Are they the same person?
Yeah, they are the same person. You don't think that 2 doctors can be in the same timeline as each other?
No.
How about 3?
3 doctors at the same timeline?
How about 4? Technically.
Technically? What do you mean? No, it's a paradox. It's a paradox.
No.
Oh my god, don't. Okay.
Just something to look forward to. So,
Yeah, really
anyway.
good episodes.
Huh?
I said really good episodes.
Okay.
Just wait.
Stop.
It's going to take a minute to get
Yeah.
there. We're going to take a minute.
Okay.
But anyway, we're watching the Christmas episode,
Mhm.
which is The Voyage of the Damned. Talking about that, and then just kind of wrapping up this season.
Yeah.
And then we'll be starting season 4. Which I'm so excited for. Season 4 is like my favorite.
I can't wait.
I love it. And the finale is the best fucking finale in the whole entire world.
So I'm pretty sure this is the last of David Tennant that we'll see.
Yeah.
Which is kind of bittersweet. Because I know the next doctor after him is Matt Smith.
I think you'll actually end up really
He'll
liking
grow
Matt
on
Smith.
you.
I know he'll grow on me, but just like how with like 9, I was like seeing him. Like, not that there's anything wrong, but just like, I just like this doctor.
Yeah.
But like, I just don't like his face.
Have you seen him in Game of Thrones?
Yes.
Like, have you watched the show?
I haven't watched it, but I've seen. Like,
Okay. He does those 2 extremes very well. Like, I was going to say, if you watch that, he's nothing like he is in that show.
No, I think you'll actually really enjoy 11. I
hope so.
think you'll enjoy 11's plots
Okay.
better than these ones.
Mm.
But I think the characters, like, I love the characters in 11.
Like, who he's, like, different aliens and stuff, or the companions?
Both.
Oh, okay.
But I think the characters are overall better in, like, Tennant's seasons. Just because, like, we get so many.
Okay.
But with 11, it's like you kind of stuck with the same people for a while. But, like, I love them.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Okay.
It's different. But I think you'll like it. I think you will. But yeah, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. But if you ever don't know what we're going to be watching and talking about each Wednesday, go head over to our Instagram at the.tbr.podcast, where we have a calendar every month just telling you what's coming out when.
Content calendar.
Content calendar. So you can follow along, watch with us. We enjoy hearing all of your comments below. So keep on coming.
Oh, we will be posting a season 3 ranking.
Once we finish the Christmas episode, we'll be doing our season ranking. Yep.
Yeah.
And so you'll see exactly what, at the end of the day, seeing the season as a whole, how the episodes rank for us.
Yep.
So go check that out once that comes out.
Look out for that. Alrighty. Bye.